And we are live. Welcome everyone to another MLB 25, the show franchise live stream with the Chicago White Sox. Our first contract came to an end last stream. We signed back on. We re-signed with them. We ain't going anywhere. We've made this team a little bit better. Certainly not as good as they need to be yet. I don't know why the Devil's Piano started so soon. You know, that doesn't bode well for me. Let's get back to the old Sanford theme. But we've already spent probably more money than the White Sox would have wanted us to spend immediately. We needed a new center fielder. There we go. My brain just flew off. Dusk, welcome to the stream, man. Hey, the multi-chat decided to work, at least for YouTube. That's nice to see. Oh, the multi-chat doesn't like Twitch today. Jaren, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Twitch chat's working on screen. It's not working on the multi-chat in OBS. What the fuck is going on with the chat? Here, let me see if I can do something. I don't know if I have to reset this constantly or what. Fuck. I have to log in. Cool. I don't care. Chat box. Copy. If I remember correctly, we were only gonna do, the Pokemon. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what we decided. We'll see if that works or not. Because at this point, who knows? Alright. Well, this is weird that I've got, like, chat for YouTube over here in the multi-chat, which I'm so used to just being Twitch at points. But I can see both, and that's all that matters. But last week, we made arguably the biggest signing I think the White Sox have made in a while by signing Jo Adell to a 5-year, $77.5 million deal, which is, you know, a good chunk, but hey, I'm just messing with the widgets and doing what I'm supposed to do for the widgets, and the widgets aren't updating. That's on Streamlabs' part, and why I use Stream Elements now as my base. And just use Streamlabs widgets because they were already set in here. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. You know, I'm already technologically de-advanced. Oh yeah, man. Well, no, were we gonna set it based on? I don't remember if we were going to set it based on, you know, to keep it kind of level. I don't remember if we were going to do that or not. So, like, not go completely random. So, Lance doesn't have, like, 4 Caterpies. Playing the first Xbox PlayStation crossover game for Forza 5. Yeah. Forza 5 Horizon. Okay. I was watching a Dread playthrough that was Fast and Furious themed, and it made me want to download Need for Speed, so I did that last night. I haven't played any of Most Wanted, but that was what happened to me. Oh yeah, we also signed Brewstar Gratterall as our new closer because we need a closer. That's really all we did. We signed Drew Thorpe to a 5-year deal, but it's dirt cheap at $1 million a year. And as for our free agents, no, we're not spending that kind of money. Hopefully Halo makes the jump. I can see it. I can see it. I think wild Pokemon are going to be fully randomized. Trainer Pokemon aren't going to be fully randomized. I think they're going to be randomized to... Are we keeping Pokemon the same? Are we keeping Trainer Pokemon the same? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. I haven't randomized anything yet, so... Gotta keep reminding myself what we have to do. I'll probably randomize it all Thursday, more than likely. That way I have all Thursday to make sure it's right. But this is what we got. We've got our two Jordan Walker options here. You know, take our chances by getting those young guys to hopefully continue to develop. Why Brian Rocchio is available, you know, he didn't have a great year, but he has developed, and I'm not going to say no to a young guy that I can hopefully get more out of. You know. Okay, so we're just randomizing wild Pokemon. That's fine then. That's fine then. Because I'm not randomizing items, because early gen games, I don't know if they will randomize HMs for field items. So I'm not risking anything. Alright. Oh, and all our arbitration now is just people we offered arbitration to. We don't have any issues there. Last tender contracts are good. Let's keep moving. Yeah. Just double check. Yep, it's just you two. I'm good with that. And here we go. Devin Williams. That's too much money for a closer. We got our closer. We got Brewstar Gratterall. We're good. Okay, Tyler O'Neill's essentially ready to sign. I might let it keep going because we don't know who else is fighting for him. We could probably sign Fernandez right now. At 2 years, $2 million, I am not going to complain about that. Go ahead, have it. These two I might kind of let keep going for a bit. You ordered some Dairy Queen? What'd you get, Jaron? I haven't had Dairy Queen in fucking forever. Well, I haven't had Dairy Queen non-dessert in fucking forever. Got Blizzard and a chicken sandwich. How's their chicken sandwich? I've never had it. Or at least I don't remember ever having it. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna do. What the fuck is that deal? Okay, I'm sorry. Like, there's one thing I have to know. This dude's name is Vince Pepper. How good is he? I've gotta know. With a name like that, you can't be bad. Starting pitcher. Vince Pepper. He was a first-round draft pick by the Yankees. Okay. Oh, it's one of those. I'm not a big fan of those. When the chicken sandwich is just tenders, not a big fan. Not a big fan. That's a personal opinion. I know some people are good with that. That's not my cup of tea. Alright. This should be easy. I don't think anybody's fighting for him. Yep, there we go. We get a young fielder to add to our arsenal. Trying to think. Oh, you added bacon and barbecue sauce? I mean, that's one way to make it better. I'm still just not a fan of the 2 tenders being your surplus of chicken there. Joe Ryan signs off. Where are you getting the money, LA? Like, look at the Stephen Kwan contract. 7 years, 140? That's fucking bad shit. Where are you getting this money, LA? Where are you getting it? Like, I get the Shohei money is deferred, but like, you're making too many of these. Like, I have seen far too many in one offseason of the Dodgers signed so-and-so to 5,000 years and $1 quadrillion deal. Like, I've seen far too many of that. I think that's their third signing they've made of over 5 years and like $150 million. Where's the Dodgers? They apparently acquired Kyle Isbell at some point. Free agency. Yep, that's their second signing like that. They signed Logan Gilbert for 7 years, $258. They have spent $400 million. We round up because it's sports. On 2 players. Holy shit. I will say that Edwin Diaz contract's nice. That's a really nice contract for Edwin Diaz, his age in the game now. So good for him. I will say too, look at that. You guys remember when all we had was red across the board? Now we've got 1 green, a couple blues, and then a chunk of red. Alright. Free agency. Now I can sign Tyler O'Neill, possibly do a little cheaper of a deal. Which was my whole goal here in waiting. Okay. 2 years, 12 mil. That brings him down from the 2 years, 15 that he wants. And I don't think we're going to have to fight anybody for Rocchio, so... $40,000. Is that for the, is that for like the suite? That's fucking crazy, man. If he was asking for like 8 mil a year, I would have thought of bringing in Alexis Diaz. I think we're to the point where I'm just going to be looking at young guys now. I don't think there's really much here that is going to make me go, I want to shine that guy. I don't think, yeah, no, you didn't have the You don't have the pop in your bat, Brandon. Sorry, man. Love you, but you don't have the pop in the bat that even Nuke Bar has. No. Even if he bitches, cries, and moans to try and get on the roster, I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to see what else is here. For front row seating, an in-ring photo op, private transport, private section for the pre-show, post-show press conference access, tickets for both nights as well as Raw and SmackDown right after. That's okay. That's not terrible. That's not terrible for that much money, in my opinion, because you are getting front row tickets to the event and Raw and SmackDown. So that's 3 shows for $40,000, along with all the additional. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was. So that I don't actually hate that. Like, I don't have that kind of money, but I don't hate that. And fun fact, I now know why Green Shirt Guy gets what he gets. He was the dude that CM Punk pushed. You guys remember back when CM Punk got in that little scuffle with the crowd because he thought someone hit him? Because somebody like got their arm up and the Green Shirt Guy was behind Punk, and somebody got like their arm up and hit Punk, and Punk thought it was him, so he, you know, pushed him. And yeah, he's the one who got pushed. That's Green Shirt Guy. Yeah. I saw the footage of the news article and I was like, oh shit. I remember when that happened. Oh, I didn't know that was him. Oh, there's Kyle Isbell. Yeah, so they didn't keep him. Mm-hmm. Yep, Green Shirt Guy was the guy Punk pushed. So that explains why he's been able to be in the front row so much. I don't think there's anybody else I really want to go after right now. Let me double check the roster before I make any changes here. Right field. Okay. Center field, we've got 2 guys right now. We got 2 guys right now in left field, at least. Because we do have Fernandez right here, who I believe has still 2 minor league uses. That's fucking fantastic. Shortstop. Mayton will still be here. We'll add Rocchio as well, hopefully. I'm probably going to look to deal Cabrera. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to look to deal somebody. Second base, as much as I like Alex Ishii, we could upgrade, but I'm not worried about doing that right now. Caglione might be our first baseman next year and have Torkelson play third. Or someone else. I don't know. We do have Batty still, too. That one's up in the air. We've got these 2 as our MLB catchers. I could use a minor league catcher and closers. So, okay. Yeah, I think that's our 5 starting pitchers right there. That might be our starting rotation currently. Yeah, I think we're kind of good. Yeah, I think we're kind of good. Nakua has a 1-game suspension after slapping the fan. I figured he wasn't going to get much after seeing the video because I don't think he really, like, got him, but not really surprised. Wes Hills got signed by the Showboats. Hey, Showboats got some momentum now. They got some momentum now. Joe, I hope the best for you, man. I brought you in here because you're going to be our next Jordan Walker story. Hopefully. I also am bringing in Tyler O'Neill just to help us push guys into DH. Yeah, I think at this point we are kind of in the go find minor league guys now. We're in that mode at this point. So I am looking for any guys young enough that have maybe C potential. Not against grabbing D potential players, but it's got to be at the right positions. I am tempted to really look at like relief pitching and closer more than anything. Johnny Irwin. Oh, I should actually look for a catcher. That's one position I should look to find somebody at. Why can you not play another position? You're a second baseman. I did see the Kittle extension. And not shocked. He deserves the money. You can argue he is the best tight end in the league. You can argue. So, I'd have no problems with what they paid him. He's got really good speed. You know what? Just because I'm intrigued, let me go to closers. Show me the, like... Okay, there's no young closers. Got it. You're finally moving? Fuck yeah! There you go! Whole family moving or just you, man? Either way, congrats, but... Whole family can't afford just you? Of course. That's why I was double checking. I figured it was whole family, but... Oh. Are you going up, down, left, right? Well, I can't really go right, but you know. Could go into the middle of the ocean, I guess. In the middle of Chesapeake. That's a choice. There are no young pitchers, like, with a modicum of potential. Won't be a 10-minute walk from Baltimore anymore. Yeah. It's 29. 25. wish the 25-year-old had better potential. A relief arm. Yeah, I think we might be going heavy pitchers in the next draft. I will say that. And catcher. I'm not expecting to find many young catchers to go after. Although, yeah, boom. I found a 25-year-old catcher with C potential. I'll take it. Going to the northwest of Baltimore? Okay. Now, given I don't know much about Baltimore outside of the harbor and, you know, the convention center area. That's about the most I've been around Baltimore. So, all I know about Baltimore is you step out, you're just happy you got home alive. No stray bullet hit ya. Next door to your aunt, since her neighbor's selling her house for the cheap and without a realtor. Oh, that... There you go. That's even better. It's real easy to get. It's real fucking simple to get through there. I know Sanoa's not going to be great. Sanoa's not going to be great at all, but quite the utility piece. Whole acre of land, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, plus 2-car garage. God damn! How the 5-bedroom, 3-bath is insane. Plus a bed. Dear Lord, you got everything. There you go. Look at you. I need another closer. Just for the minors, I need another closer. Do I bring back Montero on the cheap? Fuck it. No. Motherfucker's like, hey, I want this exact amount of money. I gave him that exact amount of money. He's like, hey, add another year. Let's sign Jacob Webb. There we go. I think that's all the minor league signings I'm probably going to do. I don't know what our roster is up to. I wish... Okay, here we go. Never mind. I can get my math here. Let's see. 23... 49... 75... Right? That's 93 guys on the roster. I've got too many guys on the roster. I think. Well, maybe not. Holy shit, I have so many left fielders. I might legitimately just try and trade some of my left fielders. They've got so fucking many of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and trade a few of these left fielders. Let's see. Let's go Lopez. Like, Gusenberg has been decent in the little bit of time he's played. I'm gonna offer up all three of these left fielders. And just see what prospects I can get back. I can get a pitcher from the O's. I can get a really good center field prospect. I mean, he's 25, so he's a little bit older, but, like, that's not bad at all. Try and get the entire basement to yourself. Hey, put that negotiation tactics to work, my guy. We've been playing Madden so long. You can negotiate. You can negotiate your way to that basement. I know you can. Okay, right now I'm between the O's and the Red Sox center field prospects, because if we can get a young center fielder that's decent, like, I'm all for that. Pitcher wouldn't be bad either. If I can package these guys all together for a young center fielder? Because we have too many left fielders right now. We've got a shit ton of guys just in single A. So, I mean, the center fielder prospect's not great, but I can get the closer. And I can add another closer. I'm not doing it because it's the Twins, though. I don't want to give the Twins all these prospects and them to wind up making them good. So, you know, I'm not doing it. Anyone but the Twins. The Angels are offering me a 19-year-old reliever, though. D. Jesus. It's a good name. It's a good name. Right now, I'm most tempted with the O's. Because they were offering me the best prospect. Who's 25, but... Ooh, that puts us in a really nice spot with two good closers. And I get another relief pitcher. Ooh, the Mets are offering up a solid right fielder, which isn't as big of a need because we do have a young guy at right field right now, but I will say I'm shocked at how solid the prospects are that we're getting. Like, hey, there's the dude we didn't know how to pronounce his name. The Cubs want to give us him. There's another solid closer. Louis St. John. That's a name. I wouldn't be against Louis St. John. lot of closer prospects are getting offered up. They know what I'm after. The game understands me. Holy shit, that's a lot of prospects you're offering, Padres. Do we go Cole Craig? Do we go Cole Craig? Let me see if I can find Bobby Ragsdale, Louis St. John. Where's the Braves? Jamie Carval, I believe is how that would be pronounced. Or do we go Danny Flores and AJ Smith Scheuer? Or, yeah. Shawver? I'll figure out how to pronounce them if they're on the team. What are we thinking? It's essentially, do we go for a closer or do we go for the fielder? That's essentially your options here. Now, keep in mind, we only have one center fielder really right now. And that's Jo Adell. So, keep that in mind. But yeah. Alright, we'll go with the closers. So we've got Bobby Ragsdale, a 19-year-old B potential with 70 overall, which is very tempting. You have Louis St. John, the 18-year-old with B potential. And then you have Danny Flores, the 21-year-old with B potential, along with a 25-year-old C potential reliever. So, you like the name Louis St. John? Alright. I'm good with it. This is why we have the war room. This is why we have the war room, to figure shit out. Alright, we are going to trade Boston Lopez, Zach DeLoach, and Sean Goosenberg for Louis St. John. One, it opens up 2 spots on the roster just to make sure we're good roster-wise, as well as gets us a young closing pitcher. Sweet. Let's go check out this guy we just acquired. Louis St. John. He was a second-round pick in this last draft, it looks like. Right now, he kind of looks like a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none type of guy, which I'm fine with that right now. He's only 18, so we've got, you know, he's got the entire world in front of him. We'll see how he does. I signed Jacob Webb to be that, you know, minor league closer, but Louis St. John might be that. Remember, we've got Gary Minoso already, who's kind of the future at closer for us, but we have a lot of fucking relievers. I probably could get rid of some of the relievers, but, and that at least like empties out a bit of the left field room. Keep in mind, I'm looking to add another left fielder in Tyler O'Neill, but we have a lot of left fielders. A lot of them, though, more in the minor leagues. And some of these left fielders are here to be depth for the other fielding positions. This guy has been just quietly okay. Oscar Colas has been like the weird dude that's just here and he's solid. But he's not anything special. You're not going to probably talk about him much. But hey, he's here. Jordan Walker, on the other hand, had one of the best seasons of his career so far. It's his third best season. He stole the most bases of his career. He struck out the most, which isn't a positive, but he walked the most. He had the most RBIs in his career and the most home runs in his career. Yeah. He had a really good year. Good job, Jordan Walker. Hopefully he continues to grow. Alright. Got those 2 deals going. I'm not going to make any deals. I just want to know. If I want to look at center fielders. Osiris Johnson. That's a great name. You're terrible. But you can play any fucking position on the field, apparently. And have a great name. That's really all that matters in life. I signed Jack Fox. Or Jake Fox. I just signed him because he was 25, see potential, and actually, you know, wasn't going down. Alright, that's enough signings for me. Tried to lowball him. Clark Schmidt signs a 3-year deal with the Yankees. Oh, draft lottery, baby! We have 0.8% chance for the number 1 pick. I mean, this is the furthest down we've ever been, so this is crazy. This is crazy. We have really, like, no possibility to move. So let's see who gets it. Who do you guys think is gonna have the number 1 pick? Holy shit, the Royals are up there. Look at that. It's the first year we're not worried. Think the Rockies? I'm gonna say the Marlins get it. I think the Marlins move from 3 to 1. The Angels sure as hell aren't gonna get it, because they're not lucky. Bro, it's fucking crazy that we're not up there. I love it. Fucking love it. We were 2 wins off of 500. So good. Rays, let's see. The Royals will have the number 1 pick. Oh no, you got that voodoo in there. It's okay though, because we got a good player at 6 anyways. But you did bring that voodoo in. The Royals will have the number 1 pick, so we are gonna have to face the number 1 pick at some point. That's not fun. The Rays will get the number 2 pick. The Angels fall down to 3 because obviously. The Marlins fall down to 4. Athletics move up to 5, and the Rockies move down to 6. They fell from the second best odds, or they fell from essentially the first best odds, really, all the way down to 6. Bruh. The Rockies suck. Poor Rockies, man. You play in literally the worst stadium. You fall all the way from having a chance at the #1 pick to the 6th. At least the Angels and Marlins stayed in the top 5. Crazy. We're just sitting there at 14 like, it's nice to be here this time around. And I will say, I do not believe we are going to be looking at anybody in the Rule 5 more than likely. I'm not expecting to look at anyone in the Rule 5. We'll see. But I don't plan to take anyone in the Rule 5. Let's do it! Go to the Rule 5 draft. I'm sorry. Who did you take? Okay, Angels. Alright. Jackson Wolf. That's a good name. I have no relation. Why the fuck is Dustin May in the Rule 5? Okay. He's fallen off. The Rays get Dustin May in the Rule 5. A lot of pitchers going. I don't think we're going to be taking anyone, but, you know. We'll look. We'll see what's here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 27-year-old starter. I mean, a 30-year-old reliever's not bad, especially with that high hit per 9. Like, that's not a bad reliever if you need a reliever. Bryce Jarvis is not a bad guy to snag. He's more a closer than anything, and he's really solid. But, you know, we don't really need that. We're kind of set there. Shockingly. Oh, that's our guy. I was like, we can grab him, but that's our guy. Blaze Jordan is here. We don't need him, but he's here. Whew. That was a hell of an itch. Robert Passan? Doesn't look like there's anybody that would stick for us, so. Solid player here in Christian Franklin if we were more desperate at center field. Nope. Nope. Not after seeing that. Now, you can't stash him, but man, that would be a guy you'd want to stash. Okay. I mean, I kind of can't believe it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe it. We're not gonna select anyone here in the Rule 5. We will see if anybody gets taken from us. The Angels lost Palencia, and yeah, that's it. No real players taken here. 27-year-old shortstop goes to Houston. A lot of pitchers early, and then we saw this guy go to Houston. That's not the fielder I would have taken, but, you know. How old is he? 23, so. This is a good pickup if you need a shortstop. We, of course, have like 40 of them, so we don't need them. Alright. Shane McClanahan headed to the Royals. No, I'm not interested in Jock Peterson, especially not at that price point. Tyler O'Neill is extremely motivated now. I mean, he is extremely motivated to sign here. I'll go 12.45. It's a little more than I offered last time, and it's a higher percentage now. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to offer 2 years, 3.4 mil. And then we got all our arbitration offers, so. Ooh-wee. I'm going to have to make a larger offer, and I don't really want to. I mainly want him so I can have an actual decent enough fielder in left so I don't start Kyle Schwarber. Fuck it. We ball. Hey! Take it or leave it. What is that? Sign a player with a last chance contract. Alright. So 2 years, 30 mil for him. Which is a little more than I wanted to pay. I really would have liked closer to the 2.5. Or 12.5, but. I mainly didn't want him going to the Royals. If I can make sure he didn't go to the Royals, I was happy. Also, we've dropped so many fucking frames. I mean, it's not like terrible. It's only 0.5%, but we've dropped so many fucking frames. Oh, and fun fact, this is Jags related news. The Jags are starting to now build up the front office with Gladstone's guys. So a bunch of bulky guys are being booted out. Great. It's great. I love it. Alright, so we got Tyler O'Neill. So that gives us a little bit of leeway now with Schwarber. Ozzie Albies, 7 years, $118 million to the Rays. Hey, look, you know what? Look at the Rockies. They're acquiring young talent and getting rid of a pitcher who's probably going to give up a lot of home runs because that's their stadium. Lars Nootbaar going to the Guardians. Doval going to the Cards. Luis Garcia going to the Astros. So we have definitely spent money this offseason. Some a bit more than I wanted to, really, but we've spent money. Bruh! Just take the goddamn deal. No, I'm not interested in him. Like, it's us and the Angels. That's it. Do you really want to go to the Angels? They have been awful. He wants more money, and I'm just not willing to budge. Alright, let's keep moving. Pablo Lopez signs a 3-year deal to stay with the Twins. Okay. Rocchio is making this so much harder than it has to be. Here. I will give him 0.1 million more. $69%. It doesn't get any nicer than that. Just sign on the goddamn line, my guy. You're here to be a utility piece and backup, and hopefully develop. We got him. $3.5 million a year over 2. This is another Jordan Walker-like experiment. We hope it works. And that is all our free agency. The only thing left contract-wise is arbitration. Okay, yeah, so we gotta move somebody down. Who's on the 40, man? There's a lot of guys that could get taken. Legitimately, Colas might be the guy I boot down, even though Sosa might actually be a better option, because if he gets picked up, I'm not mad. That frees up 1.5 mil. And I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the guy I moved down. Yep. I'll have to go through waivers, which, if he gets picked up, am I mad? No. Let's see. Brandon Marsh to the O's. Ryan McMahon to the Phillies. Carlos Estevez to the Tigers. Griffin Jacks to the Tigers. Hoskins to the Rangers. Christian Javier to the Mariners. Jake Myers to the Guards. And Padres get Bailey Ober. Boo, Bailey Ober. Me and him don't see eye to eye right now. Nope, he got sent outright. So, yep. So nobody even touched him. Michael King, 3-year deal with the Mets. Nope, we ain't worried about nothing right now. Nick Lodolo, 3-year deal with the Athletics. That's a big contract. We are just sitting here waiting for arbitration at this point. Okay. Yeah. Arbitration. Brooks Baldwin. They sided with us. They sided with Jokes. They sided with us. So we got 2 guys on the cheap. So very happy with that. Always happy when you get guys on the cheap. But no renewable contracts. So next. Jonathan Cannon. They sided with Cannon and he made about $3 million more. Woo! That's a lot of money for Jonathan Cannon. You better play well, motherfucker. That's a lot of money. They sided with Eder. I mean, he played well. Not great, but he did play well, so I kind of get it, but okay. Okay, we got Colson Montgomery on the cheap, which is nice. He did not have a great year, so very happy about that. Finally, they sided with us, so the hearing is angry at me for cheaping out. Cannon's the only one that, like, deserved, in my opinion, the big money, so I'm not mad, really, that he got that much. It's just, he got a lot more than what I offered, which was $5 million, and some on the arbitration. Okay. I do want to know, what is the trade value of Cabrera? Because we have a lot of pieces at shortstop, and a lot of these guys can play third base if I wanted them to. So, also, need to know, yep, you can't get brought down. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That means Maton is definitely a trade piece. Which I think Maton could definitely get us a decent prospect. Because he's a big utility. You have none of yours used. I don't think you have any of yours used. Nope. Okay, yeah. I'm going to move Maton. We just don't have room for him. I think Maton and Cabrera might get dealt right now. I'd love to find a young third baseman, if at all possible. Like a really solid young third baseman. Might take some time to develop, but let me just see prospects for Nick Maton. Okay. A lot of pitchers being offered up. I want a young third baseman. Why are the Twins the ones who want to give me what I want? I don't like that. I don't like when a rival is like, hey, I heard you want this. Boston Borrow. That's a name. I do also want to point out that the O's are offering me Jason Todd and Tim Drake fused together at first base, and that is very tempting to me. How dare they attack me with my Batman fandom? How dare they? There weren't a lot here that I actually liked. Like, very few of them were actually offering me a true third baseman, which is what I want. I'd like a true third baseman. Okay, so that's Maytons. Looks like Cabrera might have a little more use to him. Probably because he's young. Could still get Cole Craig. And they still want to give me Todd Drake. I'm sorry, Rod Horton? That is a first baseman name. You play first base with that name. There's no way you play another position. Maybe third, but like you play the corner infield with that name. There's Danny Flores again. The Braves want to get rid of him for some reason. Why does no one want to give me a third baseman? Everyone likes their third baseman, I guess. At least their prospects. Like, I'm not going to be picky and say no if I see a good enough prospect that can at least play third base, but... The only reason I want to know how good is Cole Craig? How good is Cole Craig? Holy shit, he can play catcher? To say I'm tempted would be an understatement. Whoops. Suggest trade prospects. Yeah, they had Brennan McNair in there. I don't think he's gonna be as good though. I don't really want to take on that many players though. That's another issue. I'm looking to kind of pick up maybe one decent prospect out of this. The 11th round back in 2021. And he has not developed well. He's a good fielder. But that's about it. Which, you know, that's kind of what you want at third base is a good fielder. But like, okay, Jason Todd Tim Drake, what are you? You are a project. That's what you are. You are a project. You can play right field. You can't even play third, damn. I was going to be interested if you could play third. Not gonna lie. D'Angelo Chesick can play second and third. Bro, this is just disappointing. Yeah, okay. Outside of Craig, there was really nobody the O's were offering that I cared about. I do want to take a look at some things before we make a deal. Because I do think I'm going to move at least one of them. Maybe I won't move Maton. But I added Jake Fox. Yeah. We have a lot of fucking left fielders. A lot of shortstops. Of course, those shortstops are utility pieces. Okay. Cabrera is the guy I'm offering. He's a great utility piece. We do have Maton though, so not too crazy. Again, so who were their offers? They had Brendan McNair, which they love making that deal. Cole Craig. Yeah, they want more for that. They want more for that. Which I don't blame them. That's two of their better prospects. I get why they're offering Craig because they signed Jose Siri and Brandon Marsh. Also, they have an 18-year-old down here who's they're trying to develop in Michael Yang, so I kind of get why. Oh, and Enrique Bradfield's over here, who is kind of, now, I wouldn't say better, maybe a little more set to come to the majors right now than Craig is, but I might be willing to do it straight up for Craig, though. As much as I want a true third baseman, Cole Craig is a backup center. He fills two roles that I want. A backup center, a young center fielder we can develop. I don't plan on moving this dude up to the majors anytime soon. Here's my question, too. It does not look like he's on the 40-man. Oh, he is on the 40-man. Oh, I mean, he would take Cabrera's spot. Now the question is, would I rather part with Cabrera or Maton for this guy? You're a free agent no matter what next year. Maton has arbitration. And I think that is the sole reason I'm going to keep Nick Maton and possibly trade him later. Either way, I don't believe... Well, no, I can option you. Urgh! You now both have a negative and positive to you, and I hate it. Fuck. So, okay, they won't do Maton. They will not do Nick Maton for him. So that just made everything a lot easier for me. They like Cabrera enough to go straight up Cabrera for Craig. I'm down. It clears some money off. It gets us a young center fielder. We are going to make this deal, Baltimore. It's good doing business with you. They get a utility piece that I just didn't feel like fit us anymore, and it gives a chance for Brian Ramos or Brett Batty to maybe take over that third base spot. Or Nick Maton is our guy there. Maybe Brooks Baldwin, maybe Rocchio, maybe Montgomery. One of these guys is playing third. We still have a lot of utility pieces. A lot of guys that can play a lot of places. And we get a young center fielder now. I like it. I like it. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. I signed my guys. Let me just make sure. Yep, no renewable contracts. We do have a lot of red there. We are going to be looking heavy at third base in the draft. That's definitely kind of our big spot in the draft. Let's head to spring training. Okay, we still got, what, at least an hour and a half to go, which is great. Well, let's get through spring, and let's look at the starting rotation for spring. It is Jesus Luzardo, Jonathan Cannon, Drew Thorpe, Bryce Wilson, Hagen Smith, Noah Schultz, Jake Eder, Wickelman Gonzalez, Kai Bush, Sean Burke, that guy, Kloffenstein, Owen White. You'll notice no Sweeney. Or no Denny. We ain't going to Denny's yet. He ain't here yet. He ain't here yet. I will say when he comes up, moves are going to have to be made. I am very interested to see how Hagen Smith does against Major League talent. That's something we're going to keep an eye on. Because if he does well enough, he may make the rotation. So, after a few games in, you've got Luzardo taking an L. He goes 8 total innings so far. Cannon did not play well. Gyro gets a win. Bryce Wilson takes an L. Sean Burke gets a win, so the relievers are getting wins. That's what we're seeing right now. We are going to take a look at Hagen Smith's stats before we do it. How the fuck? Drew Thorpe got a win against the... He's actually having a really good spring right now with a what is that, 8.2 ERA? Okay. Bryce Wilson, not so much. Here we go. Hagen Smith. He did not. No, Adam Kloffenstein got the win. Okay. Okay. Once again, our relievers are doing things. Cannon gets his third win. Or I believe his second win, so he probably won again. Kai Bush takes an L. Kai Bush then gets a win against the Athletics. Cannon gets a win against the Padres. Okay. It's the Angels and you only won 1-0? Really? I will say we're 11-6 in spring. It's only spring. But that's impressive to me. Like, given I did not expect much out of this team in spring. Holy shit! Hagen has not done, like, ungodly well. He has not done bad, though. Drew Thorpe's been very surprising. I'm not going to lie, this is shocking to me. We are the best team in spring training right now. So, this is what we're looking at so far. We're not done spring training yet, but Jesus Luzardo, a 3.46 ERA, 1.65 whip. He's not playing his best ball right now. Jonathan Cannon, on the other hand, 2.14 ERA, 14 strikeouts in 21 innings, and a 1.1 whip with a 5-1 record currently. Drew Thorpe might be playing even better currently with a 3.09 ERA, 17 strikeouts in 23 innings pitched, and 0.94 whip. Bryce Young's been beat up in spring. We'll just say honestly what's going on there. And Hagen Smith has done okay. Noah Schultz has actually looked better than expected. I'll say that much. Jake Eder getting beat up after, getting a decent payday. Gonzalez has been okay. Guy Bush has been a lot better than expected. That whip's got to come down, I feel, but a lot of strikeouts there for Sean Burke, 18 and 14.1 innings. We're seeing a lot of positives here, which I like. Cade Horton. I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of negatives going on here. So, Kyle Teal. Actually, let me do this the right way. Let's go by our lineup. Alex Ishii is being Alex Ishii. A 259 average. 5 RBIs, 1 home run off 58 at-bats. He's playing solidly. Kind of what you want to see. Why is Jo Adell on the bench? I paid him too much money to be on the bench. I'm just going to say that. Because we're left-hand heavy against righties. That's why. Never mind. Jordan Walker. Not batting well in spring. 189 average, 6 RBIs, 3 home runs. He's doing damage, but he's just not batting well right now, which is a bit disappointing for how well he played last year. You want to see him do better. Kyle Schwarber's Kyle Schwarber. That's all I'm going to say there. Spencer Torkelson, 246 right now with 8 RBIs and 2 homers. Brett Batty, who's fighting for that third base spot. 333 average, 10 RBIs, 1 home run. Jack Caglione, 220 average, 7 RBIs and 2 home runs. That's solid to see stat-wise. You'd like to see the average up a bit, but overall, I'm very happy with that. Kyle Teal, once again, I'd like to see the average up a bit. Nick Maton, 254. He's on a hot streak right now. 7 RBIs and a home run at 59 at-bats. And Dominic Fletcher is hitting 183 with 9 RBIs and 4 home runs. Holy shit. He is hitting quite well lately. So against lefties, here's how things have gone here. 346 average for Corey Jolks. He's hit quite well. Batty, Schwarber, Torkelson. Tyler O'Neill, a 250 average right now. 4 RBIs and 1 home run. Jo Adell only hitting 250, but he's only had 20 at-bats, which is not what I want to see. 254 for Maton. We went over that. Colson Montgomery batting 222 with only 27 at-bats. And Edgar Cuero, 240 with 1 RBI off 25 at-bats. You'd like to see him doing a tad bit better, but it's fine right now. So, let's talk about possible contract extensions. Jonathan Cannon we're waiting on. We're not going to make a move there until we get much later on in the season. Sam's another one of those situations you wait on. I think Kyle Schwarber is playing probably his last season. More than likely, he's 35. I don't know if we're going to bring him back, so we're not going to worry about that. Bryce Wilson, another guy that I don't even know if he makes it through the season with us. Could be a DFA candidate. Could see a lot possibly happen there. Montgomery is another guy that I want to see how his season goes before I make a decision there. Jordan Walker has arbitration. However, if the season goes well, this is a guy I'd like to get locked up. If he sees development, that contact against lefties goes up, if that power starts to go up a bit, definitely a guy I'd like to get under contract for the long term. There's not a lot of guys here where I'm like, oh man, I got to get them under contract for the long term right now. Now, Alex Ishii's a guy that if he continues to do what he's doing, we're signing him to a fucking 15-year deal right now. But right now, a lot of these guys are, let's wait till we get later in the year, and then we'll make that decision. We lost to the Angels. I'm upset about that. I'm not going to say I'm not. Hagen Smith got a win. And that is a loss for Jesus Luzardo. Spring training has come to an end. Final stats. Let's look at the pitching rotation. Luzardo did not look as sharp as I wanted him to look. I'll say that much. Jonathan Cannon. If he plays like this for the entirety of the season, he's getting a long-term deal. I'll just say that. Drew Thorpe has a 5-year deal already, and he played fairly well. Fairly well. I'd like to see that ERA down a bit, but he played fairly well. Bryce Wilson had his issues. Hagen Smith played a lot better than I anticipated. I did not think he would play as well as he did. So I think he probably breaks the rotation this year. Keeps Denny down to, keep moving up. And then if a move gets made with Bryce Wilson, you know what happens. If we make a move with Bryce Wilson, you know what happens. Kai Bush has one more option. Eder has none, so, two more for Schultz. A lot of these guys we can move. Gonzalez is probably going to be up here. Burke will be up here. So, okay, a couple of these guys will definitely be up here this year. Cade Horton could get moved down, so that's nice to know. Dylan Coleman could get optioned if we wanted. Schuster's got to be up here unless he gets through waivers. So some of these guys might have to fall through waivers, but I think Sean Burke's probably up here. Urite's probably up here. Gonzalez is probably up here. I don't know about Bush. Eder's probably up here, and Schultz probably stays up here. So, interesting situation with our relief pitching right now. We had the second best record. The best record was the Athletics at 18-9. What the fuck? I do want to know who was our best hitter. Also, I don't often, Nah. Anthony Molina ain't got enough to make me go, oh, yep, definitely want that guy. I don't often check the waiver wire, but I'm going to start doing that a little more, especially this year where we might actually want to pick some guys up if we're feeling good about ourselves. Yeah, let's check the lineup, see how everybody played. First things first, lefties against lefties. Jokes for the few at-bats he had played really well. Brett Batty played very well. I think he should be the third baseman. We'll see what the manager says. Schwarber. Torkelson struggled a bit more than I would have liked. Tyler O'Neill struggled a bit more than I would like. Jo Adell didn't get the at-bats, which is upsetting. Maton actually played pretty well. 257, 9 ribbies, 2 homers. I'll take that from him. Colson Montgomery struggled a bit. And Edgar Cuero really got going there at the end. 306. Against righties, you've got Ishii, who stuck at that 258. He's consistent. Jordan Walker struggled a bit here in spring. He did show the power with 3 home runs, though, so take it. Jack Taglione, 239 with 7 home runs or 7 RBIs and 2 home runs. Decent spring for him, but he's probably headed back down to the minors, I would assume. Teal did not play great. Maton, we talked about. And Dominic Fletcher did not hit as well as I would hope average-wise for a guy that should be making a little bit more contact against righties. 9 ribbies, 4 home runs. That's nice to see because he doesn't have crazy power, but I would have liked to have seen more out of him. With that, let's move to the regular season. Okay, guys, I need you to tell me, how many games do we win out of a $162? How many games do we come out winning? As we take a look at the pitching rotation, it will be Jesus Luzardo, Jonathan Cannon, Drew Thorpe, Bryce Wilson, and Hagen Smith. So they came to a conclusion that Hagen Smith should be the guy there. Sean Burke will stay up. Owen White's still here. Gonzalez, Karanick, and Schuster. Okay, he's going to be the setup for Gratterall. And, Sam's going to close for us. Okay. 84? Okay, so we go over 500. Saying we go over 500, Jan. I like it. I like it. I'm very intrigued to see Hagen Smith get things going. Grant Taylor is our ace down at AA. We don't have a closer at AA. I feel like I need to sign some AA players. Kai Bush is in the relief pen, apparently. There's Louis St. John. Denny and Jones are the aces of AAA. I love it. And Eder and Shelter down here. Yeah, I do want to see... roster. So... show me Class A. You need to be in the minors. That's not even a joke. You should be in AA. There's no reason he shouldn't be in AA right now. I forgot we have Jose Gonzalez. We did draft Jose Gonzalez. We'll see how he develops in the long term. A lot of these guys will stay probably heavily in single A right now. I hope I don't have too many single A pitcher or double A pitchers. I shouldn't. But that does worry me. Oh, who got put on waivers? Nick Maton got put on waivers. Wow. He's getting picked up. There's no way he's not. They did send Brooks Baldwin down, which is interesting. So they decided on 2 shortstops. And Brett Batty at the majors, which I agree, I think he deserved that. So I'm not going to argue with him there. That's interesting. Keep O'Neill and Schwarber at left field. Jo Adell is the single center fielder. And they sent Jordan Walker down. I want to know what Jordan Walker said. I want to know what Jordan Walker said to Dave Roberts. Because, I mean, I don't think there's a reason he should be in the minors right now. Just gonna say it, I don't think there's a reason he should be in the minors right now. Ah. That's why. That's why. Okay. I understand why he got sent down now. He had an option the others didn't. And Caglione is up at first, or he is up at the majors. So he's, I guess, going to DH, which is interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. That does make me want to put Rod Oliver in Double A already then, because we do not have a Double A first baseman, but we have a shit ton of Double A second baseman, so third baseman. Yeah, I'm going to move you to Double A. That way they have a closer. Yep. I think we're good. Actually. Nope. All I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, I think we are good to go. We'll see what happens with this team right now. The lineups. You will see Caglione DH against righties, apparently. It's Ishii to lead off, Brett Batty, Schwarber, Torkelson, Jack Caglione, Jo Adell, Kyle Teal, Oscar Colas, and Colson Montgomery. Against lefties, you're going to see Colas lead off. So Ishii gets the day off against lefties. Then Rocchio, Schwarber, Torkelson. So Schwarber DHs against lefties. That's interesting. Torkelson, Tyler O'Neill, Jo Adell, Montgomery, Batty, and Cuero. Okay. I do like that we have a kind of a split where guys are going to get plenty of rest, given if we face lefties or righties. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to watch Hagen Smith's first start today? Do you guys want to watch Hagen Smith's debut? Because I'm down with that. As kind of like our big thing today. Because I did not expect Hagen Smith to be debuting. But I thought maybe Denny debuted. But that turns out to not be the case. No, given it will be this second game against the Cardinals will be the start for him. I still can't believe they sent Jordan Walker down. I mean, it's good for his development, I guess. But, like, that's crazy. We'll see how Jordan Beck does. I believe, Colas is still in arbitration, but I doubt we keep him around next year. Depends on how he plays, of course. I'm in a vibing mood. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna see Hagen Smith debut today. We're seeing a lot of debuts. Jack Caglione debuts against the Royals. Edgar Quero debut against the first lefty. A lot of pitchers in the bullpen are debuting. Hagen Smith is debuting against the Cards. A lot of debuts going on. So, first game against the Royals. We come out and lose 3-8. Holy shit. I want to know what the fuck happened. Ishii had 2 hits. Batty had 2 hits. 3 RBIs for Spencer Torkelson on a homer. Like, we hit well. Schwarber and Montgomery are the only 2 without a hit. Quero got the first hit of his career already. Okay, Luzardo did not have a great start, giving up 3 runs, but Karenak got destroyed, and Schuster didn't help at all. Neither did Gratterall, really. God damn. Pitching-wise, we just sucked. That's just what happened. Meanwhile, the Knights didn't have the start you were hoping for, as Sam Denny does strike out 7, but they fall 1-3. Cannon's first game, it's another high-scoring affair. You've got to be kidding me. And once again, the bullpen lets us down. Are you kidding me? Well, Schwarber got his first hit of the year out of the way, and it was a Schwarbomb. Quero is looking quite good right now. I just want to point that out. Adell had 2 hits today, which is good to see. Also stole a base. Cannon gave up 3. And then Karenak got hit hard. Dude, James Karenak is getting destroyed. Not the start we want. Holy shit, it was 13-14 and we lost. What the fuck are these first games? Batty had 2 RBIs. Ishii had 2 RBIs. Torkelson had
3 RBIs, and Jack Caglione in his debut had 2 RBIs. There was a Batty, Torkelson, and Caglione home run. What the hell? The pitching has been awful so far. The bats are fine. The pitching has been awful. Alright. Bryce Wilson now trying to get our first win of the year. We fall to St. Louis again. The Chiefs and Bears playing an MLB game, yeah. We fall 2-9. And this one is the first loss for a starter on the year. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the first loss by a starter on the season goes to Bryce Wilson. What is happening? Rocchio came in to pinch. Torkelson homered again. He's having a fantastic start to the year. But the pitching has been awful. Did Ishii get banged up? No! He's out a day or two. We're going to miss Alex Ishii for the debut of Hagen Smith. No! I also want to check. Double A has not begun, but it's a 1-2 start for the Knights as Kloffenstein gets the win against Lehigh. We're just not playing well. Hands down, we are not playing well. Pitching-wise, it seems. Which I expected us to pitch pretty well, given our pitching staff. It has been the exact opposite. So we are still looking for the first win of the season. And you look at the averages. We're hitting 275. They're hitting 306. The difference is our ERA is 9.26. Mike Nolan grew Bryce Sells no more 2 quarterback system. Did he name Bryce the pure starter? Alright, here we go. Rocchio's getting his first start of the season, I believe.
Lewis, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And we've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris. And always interesting to see how that goes. But I'm sure there's a mix of excitement and nerves running through him right now.
Absolutely. Playing your first game in the
I'm sorry. It's not Mahomes lookalike at this point. It's Mahomes stalker at this point. He's getting to the point. Dylan Riola is getting to the point where it's not funny anymore. It's terrifying. Dude, Sam Denny is the 8th overall prospect in baseball. Darryl Jones is the 12th. That's crazy. It's genuinely becoming creepy. I literally saw the clip of him. He's got the fucking chin beard. The fucking weird-ass chin beard. The fact that he has that is when I was like, okay, now you're just taking it too far. Because that's something you don't grow without trying to grow it. And keep it there. Ooh. That's a tough throw. Ooh, he made it. I thought Colas was going to get a base hit right off the bat.
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
No, Schwarber's on the bench. Man, we don't get to see a Schwarbomb today.
They just did a poor job
Brett Batty.
in those situations. You have to figure
Yeah,
out what your play's
it's
gonna
really
be.
getting
Watch some tape from the
it's
last game.
getting
Make
genuinely
the
creepy with
adjustment. So
him.
if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much
Like it
better
was
chance of
funny
scoring some
initially
runs.
where it's like, oh, okay, he's trying to be Mahomes. That's something. But now he's literally trying to be Mahomes. Brett Batty said goodbye.
Should be extra bases.
Holy shit. I thought that was gone. That was just a double.
Man, those are the
Hot
types of
damn.
hits where you don't feel
Nice
any
job,
vibration
Brett
in your hands
Batty.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you can
Made the
have
move to
jumps
get
off
rid of
your back,
Cabrera. We got the
you
young
can double at the very
center
least.
fielder
Great swing on it, and man, he
because of
was
it. And now Brett Batty's the everyday third baseman, and he does that.
To hit for the Sox, Brian Rocchio.
This is the first game of the season for Rocchio.
felt the best way to shake off yesterday's
He's our Jordan
struggles.
Walker.
He's
He's
on the
one of the
road.
Jordan
They've got
Walker
guys scoring
experiments
position.
this
They've gotta
season.
find a way here to get him in.
Man at second.
Ooh, I like taking that though. Come on, Rocchio. Got man in scoring position already.
That one down the line.
Yes, that'll bring in Batty.
Third, headed for the plate.
First hit of the season for Rocchio, and it's an RBI single.
1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. The kind of
There we go. Good job, Rocchio. Comes in for the banged up Alex Ishii. Picks up the RBI. And that brings in the man who's been jacking home runs already.
Torkelson. That one's in there.
Oh,
And that is
bullshit.
strike one, Torkelson, with a
Fuck
homer
you,
in his last game.
8 RBIs and 3 home runs already. We have played 4 games. He is averaging nearly a home run a game. Now, he is averaging 2 RBIs a game. And if he jacks up a home run here, he keeps that average alive.
Gets a piece. And
I
stays
get why he
alive.
went for it. That was going to land in the same spot that was called a strike earlier. Come on, Spencer.
Foul ball.
Ah.
0-2.
He's fighting. He's fighting these pitches.
Hit on the ground by
Damn
Pinsky.
it. Double play ball. Oh! No, it took too long.
Save.
Oh, and he didn't even land on the mat. Didn't even land on the bag. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we'll take the air. Puts 2 on base. Poor throw from the third baseman allows us to get 2 on base. Oh, we'll take it.
Jack Caglione steps in
Here
the
we
plate for the
go.
Red Sox.
Okay, it's
0 for 4 in the
Caglione.
loss yesterday. Strike
He's
one.
got his first home run already out of the way.
Settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Come on, Jack. Got 2 men on, 1 in scoring position.
And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the
I thought that was going to drop down, and we were talking already a 2-1 lead. Or a 2-0 lead, I should say. We're making McGreevy pitch at least. 15 pitches already in the inning. Only 1 out, and Caglione strikes out.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
I just realized I don't think anyone picked up Nick Maton. So I think Nick Maton went down to the minors
It's 0-1.
on outright waivers, which is crazy. If I wanted to send Caglione down, I could. He struggles. I might.
And there's the ball.
Good take.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Tyler O'Neill's got the power to him.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the
Don't like
slider.
that.
Hey, you can't fault
Well,
it
he's
for
at least
his
throwing
commitment.
20 pitches. I'll
Now he's
take that
got
as a
down with
win
2 strikes.
for the inning.
1-2 now.
Yep, strikes him out. Damn. Really good start to that inning, and we finished sloppy. Luckily, we at least got one. Brian Rocchio with the RBI single. Here we go.
We're back. Our starter in this one, Hagen Smith. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like
Let's
he
go,
did in the
Hagen.
exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Jacob Young leading things off and takes a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Okay. Okay. 0-2 count. Can Hagen get a strikeout in his first batter here? It's real quiet here in Busch Stadium.
Swings and misses.
Yeah!
And there's one away. And that's
One
the
up,
first
one down.
strikeout
First
of his
major league
major
strikeout
league
off 3
career.
pitches. We'll take it.
First of many, if he meets the goals he set for
There you
himself,
go,
his
Hagen.
expectations
Had a
others
really
have.
good
His goals
spring.
win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have
That's
power
bullshit.
stuff,
He called that a
strikeout
strike
stuff,
earlier.
a strikeout is still
That
something
spot
makes
was a
pitchers
strike
just go a
earlier.
little
That is
further.
bullshit.
Gets the outside.
There we go. Made up for it.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Okay. 1-2 count.
That's out to center
And that
field.
goes right to center.
Adell makes the catch.
Good job, Joe.
And there are 2 down.
Good job, Joe.
Here's the Cardinals lineup now. It's Cindy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the convention.
That is a
wisdom here,
lot of
Boog.
right-handed
That extra
bats.
split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these
Ooh, the
right batters will need to
former
take
White
advantage and
Sox,
make this tough
Andrew
to
Vaughn.
off.
Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit, takes outside. 1-0. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Come on, Hagen. Find the zone, man. There you go.
That pitch is in for a strike.
There you go.
Fastball's in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in.
If
there
he can
and
go
try to
3
finish
up,
you
3
off.
down, that would be fantastic.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, come on!
Slider, there's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it.
You
So
called that
take
spot
it
a
in.
strike earlier.
Now it's 3-2.
I am sick and tired of this
Arms extended.
already.
Up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that one.
Like, I'll give him credit, that's the right call probably, but that was a 50-50 pitch, and you've been calling closer to the zone of strike. Come on.
There for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Me and this ump aren't getting along right now. We're up in the booth, and I'm just viscerally mad right now. Hagen should have had a 3 up, 3 down first inning of his career. And he essentially gets it for the most part after the walk. Good inning for Hagen. I'll take it.
Trail here. 1-0.
I'll take it. He got cheated out of a strikeout in my opinion, but I'll take it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning, set to go. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. McGreevy back to work. Teal measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2023. Hard hit right side, in plenty of time to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 8, center fielder Jo Adell.
Here's Jo Adell. That's a strike. 1 out, bases empty.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Oh, Joe, you can't go after that.
Really expanded the zone. Fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, Colson.
Stays
Okay.
alive.
Okay.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Okay. He's staying alive.
To the right side, Locklear. And it's a 1-2.
3 up, 3 down. Real easy inning for McGreevy.
Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler Locklear. Off the plate.
Might just watch this whole game, depending. Depends just on how good Hagen Smith plays. Dude, this hates us. Like, they're close. So normally you can, there you go. Normally you can get away with possibly getting at least 1 strike in there, and he has not given us a single bit. Okay, that one is a good call.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right
Dude,
there.
that's a fucking pitch that fucking McGreevy goes to, gets a strike off of. This is bullshit.
Richie Palacios will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line drive, and
Yep.
it's in trouble.
Yep, that's gonna plate one, so we're gonna have a tie ball game now.
Around third. Relay throw home. The tag. Safe.
Oh,
It's 1-1.
I thought we actually were gonna get him. Fuck.
The full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So digging in, Orelvis Martinez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that is out of play. Tied up here in the early going. Way inside.
straighten him up a little bit.
He's losing it a little earlier than I would like here. He gave up the one walk. And now it's kind of falling apart a bit. There you go. He's got to get a strikeout to get himself back going, I think.
Line drive and foul ball.
He's just got to get back in the zone.
In the air, left
Okay.
field.
Okay. Easy. Easy. Got the out. Got the out. Whoo.
Batting eighth, second baseman,
Thomas Sajazi digs in
Video dropping the entire first half of May. There you go. There you go, Jaron. Fun fact, did you know that season 1 is going to be a full 2 weeks for Sanford? It's just going to be straight 2 weeks. Because it's 15 total videos for season 1. And today's upload goes up at 6. Tomorrow's is already set. And then I got to schedule up the next 2.
a little bit high. And
You just called that a strike a second ago. Fucking make up your goddamn mind. But this ump is pissing me off. He's deciding when to call a strike and when not to, even though he's calling the same shit.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This dude's like, yeah, I called that a strike last time. I'm gonna call it a ball now.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center.
This ump has screwed Hagen's game. Like, he should have been out of this inning so quick. And this ump is killing him. He's elongating at bats. It's killing him.
Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
He should be like maybe 6 pitches lower.
Next up for the Cardinals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I'm gonna have, me and Dave Roberts are gonna have a talk, and we're gonna see if we can beat this ump up in the parking lot. We're gonna just beat the ump up in the parking lot. We're gonna make it the NXT parking lot.
Situation here, he's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Okay, there we go. There's the double play ball.
The runner for one,
Well,
and no throw. He's in
got
the
one.
first easily.
We got the tags. I'll take it. One the double play ball, but okay. I'm gonna have to leave a swap van. Yeah.
So up next, Jacob Young.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Keep in mind, he had like, what? I think it was
Down finds the zone.
13, 14 pitches.
Ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get
13, 14 pitches in the first inning.
get a called
He's
strike.
up to
That's gonna make the
37.
strike zone a lot bigger.
That's how garbage this ump has been. Because about 3 to 4 of the pitches he's thrown were strikes
Number 2.
earlier or later when he threw them.
Towards the corner.
And, you know, they were balls now. God, that's going to score another one.
He will score. So runner at second.
This ump has ruined Hagen's game.
Mason Wynn
Like, he's in his head now.
delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Because now he's starting to throw more fastballs down the middle, and it's costing us. Because he's afraid to throw sliders. Because now the sliders aren't counting for strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field.
He's not going to get there, is he?
Can't
Oh.
quite get there. It's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
Got him, but not a good inning. Not a good inning one bit, and I blame the ump more than I blame Hagen. Because he should have had a strikeout on the first dude. But no, the ump wouldn't call a goddamn strike to save his ass, even though he's been calling like strikes so far out of the zone for fucking McGreevy.
Top half of the third inning, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Oscar Colas.
Like, normally I wouldn't complain about an ump like I am, because I get it. You pick your box early on. But, like, his zone has changed 3 times in this game. And I'm like, you can't do that. You got to be consistent. You can be bad. I don't care about that. As long as you're consistently calling shit, I'm good with it. This dude has called strikes 3 times on the same spot that he's called balls. That was a strike earlier. That was a strike earlier for us. Okay, that's fair. I just want to see if he calls a strike. And it's, okay, we went after that one, so. Fuck. I mean, as annoying as it's going to be, because the computers are going to call it probably two down the middle. Like, you know, it's literally going to be perfect. And you're not going to get those 50-50 pitches. But, like, the computers would be better. God damn, Rokio, why are you going after that? McGreevy has had the total opposite of Hagen. He threw 20-plus pitches in the first, and now he's at 38, going into the end of the middle of the third. Hagen is going in to the bottom of the third with 41. I don't think he makes it past the 5th inning right now. Unless he has some good innings here. I don't... Bruh!
He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
I hate this ump. He called that a strike the last inning. This ump is not consistent at all. There we go. At least it's a quick out. Look, man. Be fucking consistent. That's all I want. I don't care if you're bad. Don't be Angel Hernandez.
Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
There you go.
The best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I can go back to the high fastball here.
And it's
Next
even up.
ball 2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters...
I don't know. I haven't even caught on to this ump's strike zone.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him. Okay. He got him to freeze.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got him in the
maybe Hagen keep going. This ump will not call anything there. Yeah, his strike zone is literally what he feels like. It's like, do I think that's a strike? Eh, maybe. That got called a strike an inning ago, too. Like, come on, man. Yeah, that one, fair call. I've seen the umps call that a strike before, and it's funny as hell. He just straight up walked him with ease, and mainly because the ump wouldn't call a fucking strike to save his ass.
It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Now, Richie Palacios. Swinging a foul back. That's out.
I mean, if he had taken that, that's probably a ball with the way this ump's calling. I don't know if he would have called that a strike given the way he's calling this game.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
He's throwing down a lot. I think he's in... One, again, I think he's in his own head because this ump ain't calling shit. unless it is directly in the zone for us, he ain't gonna call it a strike. I don't know what the fuck payment the Cards gave him, but, like, they paid him something. Because for us, anything out of the zone is a ball. For the Cards, I mean, they get a little leeway. Those 50-50 pitches are all balls for us, but, you know. Yeah, I hate to say it, this might be his last inning if they start warming a guy up. And he's only at 59 pitches. It's just nothing is going well right now. He got the one strikeout. Got the early out there. Thank you. I was worried he reacted a little late. Thank you, Tyler O'Neill. Okay. Okay. Jackson Merrill's got a 21-game hit streak. What the fuck? Bruh, this man's been hitting since last season. Okay, we need some big hits here. The one positive for this team has been our hitters. We've hit well.
He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The other way, and it goes just foul.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order.
I'm shocked that was a ball. I thought he was going to get the strike call there.
And now it's 1-2. Fly ball down the line. Makes
well, guys, I think we're going to go to 0-5 to start the year. Given the way this game's going. I feel like 0-5 is the only possible outcome. This is the exact opposite of last season, where we started off really well and then kind of plateaued off. This has been a horrible beginning to the season. And it's been shockingly garbage pitching. And shit calls.
Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch
I don't see how you don't bite on that. I know it's the first pitch and you kind of want to take it, but
That's a strike.
like maybe it's just me when I see a breaking ball like that with a slider, especially that close to the middle, I'd attack that. Thank you, O'Neill. There we go. That'll at least be extra bases.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
What's up, Kyle?
That one finds the corner.
Just do something, man. You've had a rough start to the year.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
His pitch count is fantastic right now, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right
Yeah,
center field.
easy fly out. It sounded good off the bat, man.
And that is that. The White Bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cards doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats.
There we go.
3 walks already, so that
Easy fly out for Jo Adell.
They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Makes the grab, 1 away. George Valera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really likes that high fastball. Whether it's above the zone or like right at the top of it. He went for the bunt.
1-1.
Why? I don't know, but he did.
And that's down and away.
He goes from being like really accurate to being like not accurate. Like every half inning. And I don't know why.
This to third.
Okay, at least we got him.
2 down.
What's Hagen's pitch count at?
Now batting. Center fielder,
Jacob Young, the next to hit. Singy, you gotta appreciate it.
67? Yeah, he's got... If we get this out pretty quick, he's got maybe one more inning in him. There we go. Okay, so he's got at least a 5th inning in him. So if we can get 5 out of him, I'm happy. If we can get 5 out of him, I am happy. The fuck? V-Dub. Appreciate it, man. Team announcer sounds so bored. I mean, it's been a boring game for the most part. It's 3-1. V-Dub, appreciate the raid, man. How you doing, man? How was your stream? Big key factor to this game is we have not walked once.
In for a strike. 0-1.
They've gotten 3 walks. We have none.
Ball 1 down.
Almost hit Joe there.
Outside.
Okay, there you go, Joe.
It's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low.
He hasn't fallen behind.
Can we get a walk?
Like this all day. He's in danger.
Team
of
announcers
walking his
from
first
Giants
batter
PA
right here.
announcer. No, Brooks Moon. Well, I did not know that.
On the ground.
He should have just taken it.
To first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter.
Damn it.
Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Oh, the lady announcer. See, I don't listen to a lot of the announcing and commentary normally. Essentially, just when we're doing this, I'll hear it. So I don't even recognize any of them normally.
On the ground to third.
God damn it, man. We just can't get anything going.
In time. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
We've had, what, 3 hits, I believe? 4 hits,
So
maybe?
the batting order turns over. So up next for Chicago, Oscar Colas. 0 for 2 in this one.
Come on, Oscar.
First
Well, that's
pitch,
off
and
the
he
plate.
just misses.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the
2
finish
balls,
line.
No strikes.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a bouncer.
That has been the entire game, outside like 3 hits, is just choppers and flyouts.
Score holds. It's 3-1.
Oh, God.
Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn.
Okay, Hagen, just get through this inning, and I'll be happy with your outing.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox.
Yep.
Jairo Iriarte looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Schuster also getting ready.
I think if he gives up another hit, they're probably pulling him.
That one catches the zone.
There we go. Now you finally called a high splitter properly.
I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ah, that hit him.
Boom, that got him.
And the leadoff
Damn
man is, of course,
it. You had such a good
It appears Here's Dave Roberts.
You had a great count. Why did you go in?
Dugout to make the change. Hagen Smith won't go any further tonight. Just never found his.
Yeah, I said if he gave up a base, he was getting pulled.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Yeah, that.
Number 15.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was an okay first outing. I think that's the best I can put it, is okay.
Andrew Vaughn now.
Because he looked really sharp in the first inning, and then just the calls weren't going his way, and he fell apart.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly
Okay,
ball right
there we go.
Colas.
There you go. Good job,
One
Colas.
pitch, one out.
I should check his fielding. I want to see what his fielding is related to Jordan Walker. Because that might be the reason they kept him.
Cleanup hitter, Pedro Paez.
Also the fact that they couldn't move him down to AAA. Also, we'll have to check in on, see how Jordan Walker's doing.
Wynn stands at first with one out. That's too low. And that is ball one.
Sean, if you can just get, just a simple grounder would be nice.
The knees for a strike.
Okay, why do you call that there for Sean Burke, but Hagen was like that far from the zone the entire game and you wouldn't call dog shit? What you got against Hagen Smith? What did he do to you?
Throw on to Torkelson. No chance at the double play, but the runner in
I want to know what Hagen did to the ump.
Slider got the hitter out front, rolled over on it. Exactly
There were so many pitches that were in that exact same spot that he did not call for Hagen.
in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Runner at second, two down. Last half of inning number 5.
Dude, he changed his box immensely when Sean Burke got in.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
Damn it.
He makes the
Yeah.
throw, but it's not in time. And that leaves him with runners at first.
We should be out of this fucking inning.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Palacios.
And the one dude that has been done. Yep, that's gone.
And hit well.
That's a 3-run shot right there. Yep, that's game. That's fucking game at this point.
His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Dude, pitching has been awful for us this game. Like, this has been awful.
aggressive, and it paid off.
Dude, it's literally getting to the point where I don't know if we have a single pitcher on the team right now that I trust. Yeah, we just got absolutely decimated. That's insanity. That might be one of the worst games I've ever watched. Like, I can't believe how bad we just played. I mean, Hagen had a really good first inning, and after that it fell apart. Yeah, that was it. That just explains the entirety of the game for us. Good first inning, the rest of it fell apart. How is Jordan Walker doing early on? He's got 5 hits off 12 at bats, 1 homer, 2 strikeouts. Good start early on. Uh, 68 fielding. Yeah, he's a better fielder. That's probably why they like him more. Yeah. Yeah, both of them are better fielders. That explains why they didn't take the chance with either of those two. And we are now 0-6 on the year. We have not won a single game. And it does not feel like that's changing anytime soon right now. We somehow won our first game against the goddamn Yankees. Jonathan Cannon gets the win, the first of the season for us. And it does not turn into anything positive because we lost the next day. So, who gives a shit right now? Am I right or am I right? Right now, pitching. Third base and catcher. That's what I think are our real priorities here. So I always like looking at who's the top guy, where's the top situation at. There's a second baseman and a catcher is one of the top prospects. We can see if he falls at all. It's definitely a guy I'll look at early on. There's also a high third baseman. That's very fitting for us. That's great. Everything we kind of need is pretty good in this class. A lot of good third basemen. So let me look at third base. The West, Central, and East is the top three, of course. They can't just give me one area to look at. The East has a couple at the top. So, oh yeah, West, Central, and East. And then it just keeps kind of going around. I think I'll take a look at the top guy first. Because I want to know what we're getting ourselves into for the most part. I want to discover some international pitchers. And just here, give me whatever the mainstay is. International catchers. Good to know. We'll do that next then. I want pitchers though. It is kind of a mix. Central and international seems to be the big one. So we'll go Central starters. Actually, I take that back. I want you to scout the Central starters, and I want you to scout the international catchers. Okay. Yep. That's the way we'll start right now. We'll do some discovery later. Well, I don't think 84 wins is going to happen this year unless a miracle happens. I think there's a good chance we get fired with the way this season started. And holy shit, we won a series against the Yankees. That's the first series win of the season, and it's against the fucking Yankees. How the hell it happened, I don't know. Don't ask me anything. We're 2-7. We're the complete opposite of the team with the number 1 pick in the draft. We beat Cleveland. We lost to Cleveland. Jesus Luzardo's been terrible this year. And we split the series against Cleveland. First win of the year for Drew Thorpe. I'm not mad about that. And now we get the best team in the Central by a country fucking mile in the Royals. And we won a game? Excuse me? Okay. And we're not worst. Oh, Hagen Smith is out for a bit. No. It's okay. It's just a couple days, but no. Oh my God, he plummeted. I will probably finish that just to get an idea of him, but that is a lot crazier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Jason Morales has jumped up our board a bit. Luis Lopez has fallen. Chad Thomas. Right. I think I'll go Central next. Or no, I'm already going Central. What was it? What was the other spot? International. Yeah, I think I'll go International now. Just to get a little bit of the international pitchers. It's Easton International on fucking catchers. That's really it. So we'll just keep going with the international catchers, and we're going to finish up him. All right. Can we win a series against the Royals? No, we cannot. Jesus Luzardo takes his third loss in a row. It has been a terrible start to the year. He has nearly an ERA in the 10s. That's insanity. Now, given very close last game there, but it has not been a good look. Early on, I want to know something. And that is, how has Colas been doing? Overall, not awful, but you'd like to see him do a little bit better right now. Four walks, 10 strikeouts. He's batting .278, 6 RBIs, 1 home run. Meanwhile, down in the minors, .260 for Jordan Walker. 13 strikeouts. His strikeouts have gone up now. 13 hits on 50 at-bats. 2 doubles, 6 runs, 6 walks. Only 1 home run. That's a bit disappointing. Jordan Beck has not played much and has not done much. I do think I'm going to move him down to AAA and see if he gets through waivers. I just think it's the smartest idea. If he does get picked up, that sucks, but I want Walker back up. I just think he's better for us in the long run. So we'll see if he gets through waivers. If he doesn't, shit. But if he doesn't, I might bring up Donald then. Brett Batty is currently colder than ice right now. It is not good for him. Bryce Matthews, though, down in AAA is on fucking fire. Ishii batting .235 now since he's come back. That's nice to see. He's up to .270 average. It's good to have Ishii back. Okay. Caglione hitting .244. I'm fine with that. And now Kyle Teal's up to a .256. Now we're looking better for some of these guys from a hitting perspective. Where Jo Adell's .264. Happy with that. Tyler O'Neill's not hitting well right now, which sucks. And we beat Toronto. I make some moves. We beat Toronto. We lose the next game. Thorpe takes the L there. Bryce Wilson gets his first win. Brings that ERA down a big chunk. Jaron, it's really weird. The multi-chat now is adding your chats in from Twitch. And it's very, very delayed. I mean, extremely delayed. I don't know what is up with the multi-chat right now. Here, I'm going to see if I can reset the multi-chat. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. Multi-chat's being really weird. It's worked really well the past couple times, but right now, not so much. I also have to bring the chat back to the right side. Oh my god, I just realized we won this series. Holy shit. It's the second series we've won of the season. I literally was so used to losing that I didn't notice we won. Oh god, that's what this game has put me into. Alright, let's keep moving a bit. We do get a win here against Minnesota. Hagen Smith gets the first win of his career. And we're starting to see a little bit of a boost in the hitting, it looks like. Spencer Torkelson's on fire. And if you're wondering how he's doing, Sam Denny is currently on fire. He has one loss on the year. That was the first game he played in the season. 1.54 ERA. If I feel the need, Sam Denny is coming up. And I will say, we have, 3 years left on Jesus's contract. He does have minor league options, which is interesting. You could see some of these guys come up. Not a good year right now for Darryl Jones. He is struggling early on. 13 earned runs. That's not a good look for him. I mean, the plan is not to bring him up, which is great, but, that's real rough. Okay. Giro has kind of brought himself back down to earth, which is nice. Very good to see that. I am interested in how Luis Tavares has played. He's had a couple of games where he's, given things up, but he's made 2 saves and only blown 1. He's made 3 saves and only blown 1. So I'll take that. How's Gary Minoso doing? 2 blown saves, but 4 total saves. The ERA is very high. Louis St. John, 1 blown save, but has 1 win on the year. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep moving a bit. We take the L to Minnesota 2-3. Luzardo is winless on the year. The ERA at least fell a bit. And we take an L there. The best we can do is split this series. The pitchers are just struggling. There's no other way to describe it. The pitchers are struggling, and Rodney Harper is a definite bust. There's no other way to put it. So, Jason Morales has jumped all the way up to 6 for us. I want to take a look at the top catcher, though, Isaiah Lewis. I want to see how good he is. And then we'll keep looking at these pitchers and catchers this way, though. Oh, Thomas Sable is a guy to keep in mind. That's definite. Okay. I think what I do here is just continue to look at catchers probably in the international region. More than likely. Let's see. Catchers. Where are... No, I don't want recently scouted. I just want all. Okay, maybe we move to Central just to get a feel for the other catchers here. And then here... I want to scout... Where was he? He climbed a long way. I think he was like... Okay, there he is. Thomas Sable. I want to start scouting him a bit. Alright. We do split the series with Minnesota. Drew Thorpe gets the win. So far, well, positives apparently for Luzardo, which is never a bad thing. And Drew Thorpe, at least the home run per 9's going up. Jonathan Cannon is not seeing positives right now. That's not a good sign. I definitely think Bryce Wilson is a at least trade candidate. Yeah, I'm gonna put Bryce on the block. Eagles gave Terrace Marshall Jr. the number 40. Ew. 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 At least get him like a 20s if you're going to do something like that to him. That's a terrible number for a wideout. Oh, God. He's down to a 259 now. Struggling a bit here. Seahawks waived Jaron Hall. Ooh, that's an interesting guy to see get waived. Could be a definite piece for somebody to get as a developmental guy. Montgomery's been hitting well lately. We've got some cold streaks down in the minors. And Rocchio up in the majors is cold now. This is what I expected, though. I can't say I'm not shocked that Schwarber's just going down in skill set. Jo Adell is going down in skill. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Joe, and he's playing well. He's playing well. What are you doing, Joe? Meanwhile, he's batting 240 right now. So, Jordan Walker, man. We're just not having a lot of positives happen here. Also, Beck went through waivers perfectly fine. Batting 500 currently. Alright. And that, we almost got swept by the Padres. This is just a shock of a season. Legitimately, this is the exact opposite of what I expected to happen. We're not even hurting. Like, it's not like we're injured. The Athletics lose to us. Kieran gets his first win. And we do win the series against the Athletics. I'll take it. A win series is a won series. We also have another injury. Oh, no. Okay, it's minor injuries. We're just getting minorly banged up. Okay, we're going to keep it all, it looks like the same, I think. The way things are going. Scouted. Ooh, Bud Williamson. I want to know more about Bud Williamson. So let me actually just scout Bud Williamson. One, he's got a great name, and two, he jumped a lot. We have a lot of young, like 18 to 19-year-olds in this class, so this is very interesting. It's a very intriguing class right now. Finalize the plans there. We're probably going to do some discovery next week. Guys, get the brooms. We actually swept the team. We're actually 3 games under 500 somehow. It doesn't feel like we should be that well off. And once again, outside of the Royals, it's a competitive division. We're all just weird. The Royals are the only good team, and they have the #1 pick in the draft. And we're very cold. We're very cold right now. Dude, this Jo Adell signing is not going the way I thought it was going to go. And that's a deal I can't just get out of. No, Jordan, what have you done? I mean, I can always send you down again, which might be what I do. We are very cold. Pitching-wise, we're starting to heat up a bit. It looks like with Thorpe, which is nice. I think next month, here, starting with that Detroit series, I might bring Sam Denny up. Depending on how certain players are playing. Okay, we got the O's, Hagen Smith leading us. And we lose by 1. Great. Great. That means we gave it up at the end, probably. We do win that one. I'll take it. And we beat the O's in a series? Excuse me? Schuster and Cannon with the wins. Oh my God. Okay. So the last series possibly before the call-up of Sam Denny. And some guys now are out of their cold streaks, which is very nice. Jo Adell's out. Tyler O'Neill's on a hot streak. Yeah, I think Sam Denny might be getting the call-up. A 1.53 ERA. He's played 6 games down at AAA so far. 1 win, 1 loss, 4 no decisions. 40 strikeouts in 6 games. He has 40 strikeouts in 35 innings. Yeah. I think it's going to be time for Sam Denny to get the call up. I don't know if I make the Bryce Wilson move now. Noah Schultz is actually on a hot streak, which is nice. He's not playing. He hasn't played well overall this season, but he's on a hot streak. I don't know what move I make to bring him onto the roster, but I'll have to do something. We lose to the Yankees. And Bryce Wilson takes the L. Holy shit. 0-5. God damn. No! Been doing really well at not getting big injuries. So that's an injury to center field. Just looking at all the guys we got here down in single A. Let's go ahead and bring up. Damon King's not ready to come up yet as a pitcher, but that's fine. I think Fox is the only guy I can really bring up. Maybe I bring up Ken Schultz playing double A? See how he fares in double A early? And we got swept by the Yankees. The team we first got a series win against swept us this time around. Trey Magoo got hit hard. Donald tore it up. Okay. Bryce Matthews played really well. Andrew played well. Bagley had a strong month. Good. Good, good, good. I think it's time. What do you guys think? Do we bring him up? I'll let you guys decide. Do we bring him up? We haven't pitched well. Our pitchers have been the issue. Is it time to bring up Sam Denny to the Major League roster? He's had a quality start in every game except for the first game of the season. Bigger question is, what move would we make? Bryce Young's on a hot streak? Excuse me? I mean, I guess he hasn't played terrible. He's only gone over 5 innings twice this season. That's a bigger issue to me. I want to see just what we get offered for MLB ready. pure third baseman. When NCAA has the Terps, it's 2-star corner just against State over you. It happens, man. It happens. I think I'm just going to ask for prospects, given I'm going to bring up Denny anyways. Well, he didn't care about staying close to home, that's definite. Cubbies are offering a third baseman with A potential. He's already 26, though. I just want to see the third baseman. He's playing really, really well. So we'd get a reliever that's playing really well. And a third baseman. He's in the minors. I'd assume he does have major league experience. So he's on the 40-man. That doesn't help my situation needing to take a dude off the 40-man. Yeah, no. He's not playing well enough, in my opinion. So... I just want prospects. If I can get some decent enough prospects, I'll take it. Certainly has not been the season I anticipated right now. However, I mean, trading Bryce was always an option, whether we were doing well or not, because Sam Denny is a thing. He just cleaned house. 300 to 400 people were fired today. Why? Like, why would they need to clean house? Fucking budget cuts were they making? Okay, so I'm not getting anything better than C potential. Well... Braves are willing to give me that closer. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. Fielder, shortstop. I might go straight up for the third baseman that we have no idea, like, how to pronounce his name. I might. Just because I want that pure third baseman. I mean, we're going to draft a third baseman as well anyways. But... although if I can get a young pitcher to go along with a player, I would not mind that either. I'm not going to give them to any divisional foes, but I will look at what you're offering. I'm tempted to give them to the Angels. Although the Angels' prospects normally aren't great, so... The Titanfall game has been officially canceled. I mean, that's not surprising. At this point, I don't know if Titanfall would really have what they want from it. Because wasn't it like announced 3 to 4 years ago? At this point, I don't think the excitement would be there. I'm going to take this 18-year-old second baseman and the 19-year-old starting pitcher. We're going to trade him to the Mets. We take a shit ton of salary back. We get some young guys. And more importantly, welcome to the major leagues. Wait. Fuck you mean? I just got rid of a guy that was... Please do not tell me one of those fucking players was on the 40-man. Who the fuck is on the 40-man? Ah. I see. Fuck. I need to move somebody off the 40-man. Jordan Beck didn't get picked up. So, I'm going to remove him from the 40-man. Where is he? Add to the 40-man. Move to the major leagues. Sam Denny will debut next week. We are going to see how Sam Denny does in the major leagues. We now need someone to take that spot. I think Grant Taylor probably fits the bill the best of the bunch pitchers. Excuse me. So move Grant Taylor up to AAA. Oh, I've got to move somebody off of Wait, who was on the major league roster? Because I just got rid of a major league player. What did we get that was on the major league roster? Oh! There's no way you... Okay. Yeah. Go down to AAA. There's the movement that need to be made there. Okay. That explains a lot. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. So Sam Denny will play the second game against the Tigers. We'll sim this first game with Jesus Luzardo. Okay, apparently AAA has too many players. I'm just going to auto-fix. And we get our ass beat. Of course we do. So Sam Denny will lead us off next week. Ours was sent down to AA. That was the one move they made. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Jo Adell's actually seeing some positives now. Yay. Kyle Schwarber is on a hot streak, which is nice. Jordan Walker's still very, very cold, which is not good. Okay. Might be moving him up to AAA. I do also think well, he hasn't played poorly. He's batting 300 the last 10 games. So you know what? I don't like that contact against lefties isn't doing well, but I think I'll keep Caglione up. I'm just making a whole bunch of moves right now. He's going to go down to AA. I'm going to bring up to AAA. And I think it's going to be all the moves I'm going to make. Yep. I think those are all the moves I'm going to make. I'm hoping a lot of these guys can get themselves out of the cold streaks. Dear Lord, Montgomery, you can't be shitting the bed. Fuck. Because if we can't just get out of these cold streaks naturally, it's going to be a rough go of things for the rest of the season. Surprisingly, we're not in the worst spot. We're 15-21. However, the only good team in our division is 25-10. Everyone else is, well, okay, never mind. The Twins are above 500. I was about to say everybody else is below 500. Twins are the only other team above 500. And as it stands when it comes to a possible wild card, we would have to win a lot. But, you know, we're 4.5 games back of the wild card, which actually, surprisingly, is not that bad. I thought we'd be a little further down. It wasn't a good season to start. Certainly was not the way we wanted to start the year. But let's hope, cross our fingers, toes, everything else, that the rest of the season goes well and that Sam Denny brings a life to the Major League roster that we haven't seen. We'll see how he does against Detroit next week. But with that, that is going to bring us to the end of this stream. I will see you guys Thursday for some more Visual Novel Thursday on Twitch and on the VODs channel. And then Friday, the Pokemon Silver Randomized Nuzlocke begins. With that, though, Jaren, Dusk, V-Dub, appreciate you guys for being here. If you're watching after the fact or just chilling in the chat, appreciate you too. With that, though, I will see you guys next time.